Hello everyone, my name is Michael SK, and welcome to Anonymous Code. And the next entry here in the Science Adventure series, it's pretty far down the list. There's been quite a few games that have come out. A lot of stories to tell here in this lovely universe, and therefore, you have a lot to go through in order to be truly prepared for this, in which technically I'm not. I have not gone through Occultic 9. I don't know if Robotics Notes Dash is too important. Also have not done that, but all the others I'm finally ready. I'm finally ready to go for this one, and boy oh boy is this a hyped up title. I know Chaos Head Noah was very hyped when that was finally becoming available here, and this one is pretty dang close. It is up there with the hype, and I've been able to maintain a good sense of ignorance on what this one is all about. I do know that it does take place a good bit in the future compared to Robotics and Notes, maybe by about 10-11 years, maybe. So I'm not even sure on that. And I think hacking is like the big thing here. So obviously in Robotics Notes you've got mechs, and Steins Gate you've got the time machine, and Chaos Head and Child you have a little bit of just everything going fucking crazy. Here I guess it's hacking and maybe crazy shit as well. I hear that this one has a lot going on for it. It's very action-packed, if you will. But then again, I tried to stay a little blind going into this one, and I want to say I achieved my goal there. So no idea what this one will accomplish or what will really go on, and you know, that makes me more excited to really jump in. But a couple things before we do. As I said, I do feel pretty prepared for this. I've gone through Steins Gate 0, the 2 spin-offs. I've gone through Chaos Head Noah, Chaos Child. I'm losing my train of thought as I list all these wacky names off. And just recently Robotics Notes Elite. So I've got mostly everything. I feel confident in my knowledge, but obviously if I do miss things from the titles that I have not completed, the comments are always open if you guys feel like I'm stupid and just completely skip something, you know, that I should have, you know, been like, oh yeah, that's something I should know, then, you know, definitely tell me in the comments so I feel a little bit more knowledgeable on what's happening here. You know, I'm not the brightest rat in the basement, but I try. And another thing here, we are going to play on the Japanese dub. I did put up a poll on my channel, and you know what? It was actually pretty split. A lot of you guys wouldn't have minded the English dub, and the English dub sounds pretty good from what I've heard of it, so it's cool that there's an option, because I know that there's going to be some people that are going to be willing to go, you know, for that option, and power to them if they really want to. But I think for consistency's sake, and since it's what a lot of you voted on, we'll go with the Japanese dub. And shoot, I don't know what else I got to bring up. I'm sorry, I'm notably really bad for these initial intros, but you know, once we get going, it'll be better. I did just want to throw out that the Committee of Zero, I guess, is going to be working on a patch for this game. I have no intention of installing any more of their patches unless it's like a necessity. Some may argue that for Chaos Head, it was a necessity. For Robotics Notes, from what I saw, I wanted mouse support, so I kind of went for it there. No plans here. I don't even want to talk about the patch going forward because I'm not really a fan of them, but that being said, just we're going to play the game vanilla, and whatever updates come to the game to help it, you know, run better or fix some issues, that's all we get to look forward to. But let's jump right into it. Whoopsies, there was one more thing I wanted to bring up, and that is actually to shout out Over Codex, one of my longtime patrons here on the channel, for buying me Anonymous Code. So thank you, Over Codex, for buying me this game. He also bought me Robotics Notes Elite and Dash. So big ol' thanks for doing this. Didn't have to, but I'm glad you did. I will have Over Codex credited in the descriptions of all of the videos for this playthrough. Thank you again, and let's continue on. This is not what I wanted to click. Or was it? Do I want to load? There's nothing to load. Yeah, wait, okay. Okay, cool, all right. Interesting. Oh, and we'll adjust the volumes as we continue along here. I have to get a feeling for the volumes of the voices and everything. Already, I feel like it might be a little loud here on the voice volume. And maybe the volume in general.
ブラボー1、12秒後に南台交差点にてターゲットとコンタクト。直前の道を右へ曲がる確率 88%。
ブラボー1、ターゲットの右折を確認したら南へ60メートル進め。
ブラボー1、了解。ターゲットの右折を確認。南へ60メートル進む。
11秒後に再度ターゲットとコンタクトします。
ブラボー1、手を出さずその場に待機。
ターゲット再度右折。住宅街を環状7号線方面へ。
アルファ2の現在地は？
環状7号線を南下中。約10秒で中央線高架下を通過。
方南交番横まで急ぎ前進させろ。ブラボー1は引き続きその場で待機。
ターゲット28秒後に方南町交差点に出ます。直進する確率 61%、 左折する確率 24%。
Don't worry, guys. I have absolutely no idea
こ
what's
ちらアル
going
ファ
on
2
either.
60秒はかかります。
グレイパイへのモービルコネクタはどうなっている？
ダメです。秒単位でターゲットのアドレスが手動で切り替えられており。
成功するまで続けろ。
こちらライのリーダー、アルファ2。ターゲットが見えなくても構わん。威嚇射撃を実行せよ。
街中での発砲はさすがにまずいのでは？
構わん。責任は俺が取る。
了解。アルファ2、聞いた通りだ。
アルファ2、威嚇射撃を実行します。
ターゲッ
Again,
ト
in a
6秒後
residential
に方南
district.
町交差点。3、2、1。
ブラボー3は甲州街道にて配置完了しています。
Okay, let us go into the settings here. And let us make some slight adjustments. I think we can make some. Voice volume is just slightly loud, so we'll turn it down slightly. And I'm going to go with playful on that because sometimes I do accidentally click a little too early and I don't want to cut them off. So let's see how this all sounds.
モービルコネクト成功。ターゲットのシステムに侵入しました。
よし、動きを止めろ。
了解。
チェックメイト。どうした？
ターゲット停車。大原交差点中央。
モービルコネクトによるハッキングはまだ実行していません。
バカな、読まれたのか？
Again, no idea what's happening, but that's okay. Okay. The intersection was surrounded by multiple armed vehicles. Helicopters circled overhead, but made no attempt to land. A short time later, another armored vehicle pulled into the intersection from Nakano. While the other vehicles kept their distance, this one came right up to the grapper.
そうだ。上空で待機だ。降りてくるな。相手の動きが読めん。ウラノスがどういうお供だ。
While relaying some orders through an old-fashioned transceiver, a burly soldier stepped out of the vehicle to face down the boy and girl.
Yeah.
Okay, so these are the... I saw a little bit of this. So I know that in previous titles we're used to the regular 2D sprites. In robotics notes, we were treated to 3D sprites. Or models, I guess, in that case. But here I think we get like a mix of the two. It's like a 2.5 or something.
自分から止まったのは利口だったな。
Okay, now the voices sound quiet.
実はほっとしてるんだろ?
Damn it. This is always the hard part. It's just trying to get the mixing right because it bothers me. Okay, maybe the voice volume was fine-ish, maybe? It doesn't help that these are all at a slant, so I can't really keep things leveled. Music, I'm going to keep at a low volume just because, well, the music is not the focus here. Sound effects, let's lower that slightly, maybe. Yeah, let's see how this goes. It's going to be a lot of tweaking every like 2 minutes.
俺みたいなガキに手こずっちゃって。軍人としてのプライドがズタズタだろうからさ。甘く見たな。俺はスクリプトキディじゃないぜ。
Nice.
その娘を渡せ。
モモはあんたの所有物じゃない。
渡せと言っている。
せめて交換条件ぐらい提示しなよ。こっちにメリットがあるって判断したら検討してやってもいいぜ。
Oh, okay. Alright, good trade offer. A gunshot rang out. The soldier had shot the rear wheel of the grapper with his handgun. The damage was done. With its superconductive motor out of commission, the grapper wasn't going anywhere.
この分は後できっちり君に請求させてもらうからな。
And despite losing his means of escape, the boy was unfazed. In fact, he glared at the soldier more intensely than before.
お前は自分の立場が分かっていないらしい。選ばせてやる。一生無所暮らしか、ここで自己死として片付けられるか。どっちが望みだ。
どっちもやだね。
今のお前の未来はこちらが握っているんだぞ。
俺の未来を？そのごついトランスヒューマニズムの塊で？
どっちが望みか早く答えろ。
甘く見るなよ。いいか？今からきっちり51秒後、あんたのその腰にぶら下がってる無線機が鳴る。
何？
そこであんたは隊長にもかかわらず命令されるんだ。今すぐ撤退しろってな。相手は政府だ。で、俺は動揺するあんたの隙をついてモモと一緒に逃げるわけだけど、当然あんたは追いかけるよな。でもそれすら無駄に終わるんだ。あんたはちょうど通りかかった車にひかれてぶっ倒れるからさ。それが俺の望む未来だ。
Oh, can he dictate it?
なんだそれは。
ちょうど51秒だ。じゃあそういうことで。
待て！
I love this. I like that. I love this. And now he's gonna get hit. Oh, close. The car door opened and the man inside called out to the boy.
乗れ！
おっせえよオズのおっさん。
あ？おう。
This shit is nuts. I have no idea what's happening.
本当にこうなるなんてな。でも
Although
そもそもなんでこんなことになってるんだ。
Yeah, that is a good question. That is a very good question. Are we gonna have like a lead up to this? If this is an opening, I am not gonna be able to show it.
いつだって同じ。
Yeah,
その繰り返しだ。
I do see that.
見慣れた景色
I also meme about it.
と天才数学者に違いない。
He is. He
こ
told
の
me
世界
himself.
にはもう始めるよ。そう。
Aw, man. That was freaky. Again, I can't really commentate on anything. I have no idea what to really perceive out of all this. I guess, I am pretty silly and dumb.
ポロン、今どこだ？
I guess we're, I don't know, back to normalcy, or we've entered normalcy. This doesn't look too crazy, I don't think. We do have tips that just popped up, I think. Yep. Script Kitty, a derogatory term for less than capable hackers. Specifically, it refers to hackers that commit malicious cyber attacks despite having little knowledge or skills themselves, opting to use tools and scripts developed by other people. Hey man, that's just smart. Well, to a degree. I'm not going to say anything else, but mobile connection is a term used to describe the act of externally connecting to a vehicle's systems. In 2037, okay, we are definitely more than 10 years in the future from robotics notes. Vehicles registered in the database of Japan's Ministry of Land, Infrastructure, Transport, and Tourism, the MLIT, can, with the MLIT's permission, be connected to and from the outside. While the Army and police use this system to, for example, stop vehicles being driven by fugitives, cases in which it is used by criminals themselves are on the rise. And the grapper, this is known as grapper motorbikes, and they are a type of two-wheeled motorcycle equipped with self-driving technology. They use a gyro to remain upright in any situation, and driving them is functionally no different from driving any other two-wheeled vehicle. They even require the same license. Equipped with G6 GPS, they calculate both their own movements and those of other vehicles in real time to automatically prevent traffic accidents. Effective when the control system is disabled, the motor uses an electromagnetic acceleration system. Grapper is a neologism that combines the words gravity and permission. The name refers to how it uses its gyro to remain upright despite being two-wheeled, making it look as though it defies gravity. As a vehicle capable of autonomous driving, it can also be remotely called to its owner's current position. Good job, Elon. We got really far there with the self-driving. All right, what's going on here?
ビル前に着いたとこ。3階でいいんだよな。
あ、インカーネーションっていう店だ。
シンフォニーから徒歩圏内にこんな店があったなんてな。
やばいと思ったらすぐ逃げろよ。
Oh, hey, there's like news in the top right there. A G6 or G something summit. Something's being disposed of in 2045, and the USA disapproves of whatever that was. Oh, okay, so it's going to scroll again. It's an SA4D network. Okay. Interesting. I'll have to try and make sure my eyes dart up there and I don't miss anything seemingly important.
あ、そうする。っていうか、なんでこんな仕事受けたんだよ。もっと他にあっただろ。心底困ってる人の依頼がさ。
ホワイトハッカーの定番の仕事だ。これまでにお前も散々こなしてきただろ。
Oh, we're really using the hacking terminology here, aren't we?
いい加減俺は足を洗いたいんだよ。ハッカーなんていやいややってるだけだし。
そういうのは一人前の人間が言うことだぞ。
Yeah, he had a point. I wasn't some elite hacker, but whatever. I had taken the job, so I was going to do it. I had to make a living one way or another. I looked back at the building.
なあ、4階が空き店舗になってるのって偶然かな。俺のセンスが怪しいって囁いてるんだけど。
確かに気になるな。
I'm glad Among Us had such a fucking influence here. You know, so many years in the future on our English terminology.
3階が空振りだったら後で調べてみようぜ。
That's a joke, by the way.
そっちがビンゴだったら
Please do not hurt
ドー
me.
ナツおごれよ。
1個だけなら OK だ。
2個だ。シナモンシュガーとオールドファッション。
いいだろ。
Job always goes a little smoother with some bonus incentive on the table. I agree. Ooh, whoa, all right. Gamers, what's going on here? There was only one free table by the time I arrived. Close call. If I'd been a little later, I would have been turned down on my ass. The cafe was full of AR-based fairy and elf characters. They fit the feel of the place. Okay, coming right off of robotics notes. Yay, technology. It's gotten better, I think, maybe? I guess that's something one could argue. This is not where I wanted to go. I wanted to go to the tips list. We all know AR. Short for augmented reality, it refers to technologies that overlay reality with digital data. By 2037, BMI technology has enabled AR to become widespread. Virtual images, text, 3D models, etc. are displayed within the user's field of vision in real time. A recent development has made it possible for such non-real things to deliver actual tactile sensations. That's good and bad, I think. I can think of reasons why that would kind of suck. All the girls working here were seriously stunning.
へえ、こういう雰囲気か。
惑わされてるな、お前。
そんなことないし。
仕事に集中しろ。
してるし。
お待たせしました。アイスティーです。
おお。
君、こういうお店は初めて？
Yeah, I guess you could say that.
別にどうでもいいだろ。
First and last, maybe. We'll see how things go. She suddenly started whispering in my ear.
緊張しちゃってかわいいね。今夜うちに来ない？
Oh no, guys, technology has gone way too far. We need to go back.
本当はこういうのダメなんだけど。
Yeah, this is where I draw the line, by the way. Yeah, it's fine everywhere else, but here, no.
俺今仕事中で。
仕事？ここに遊びに来てるのが？
Yeah, we're also still being watched here. Like we're in a call with Cross here.
いや
Also, I don't know if Cross is a friend, an actual like brother. I would assume friend, but we have Cross and then our main character Pollon. Crap, I went and said it.
本当に可愛い。でも無理に誘ってごめんね。ゆっくりしていって。
She blew me a kiss and walked away. Ugh, that was a close one.
お前そういう店は初めてだったな。一つ忠告しておく。
んだよ。確かに今の子めちゃくちゃ可愛かったけど、ちゃんと断っただろ。
This is why I get scared in Cyberpunk 2077.
俺は惑わされてなんかいない。
Minor mishap, but I'm back on track.
いや、忠告っていうのはそういう話じゃなくてだな。AR カフェっていうぐらいだから分かってると思ったが、そこの店員に女は一人もいない。だから見た目に騙されるなよって言うつもりだったんだ。
え？
Wow. What a twist. Not a single woman.
マジで？
I blurted it out loud in surprise. Everyone stopped to stare at me.
すまん。事前に伝えておけばよかったな。
Yeah, that is quite the twist, though. Quite the fucking twist. But no comment. No way. But they talked and acted just like women.
20年近く前にバビ肉ブームってのがあったって聞いてる。その後、美少女になりたい男はみんな VR に移った。
It's just like the TikToks that I come across all the fucking time for some reason. Alright, so VR, short for virtual reality, and it refers to technologies that allow people to experience computer-generated 3D spaces as though they were real. In 2037, VR has become mainstream in the form of full-dive VR. Oh, there it is. There it is, boys. SAO really just led us down this path, in which people control VR avatars with their brain waves, and senses experienced by the avatar are sent back to the brain. During a dive, the user's real body enters a state akin to a coma, and the motions within the virtual space are never translated into actual movement. And babiniku is internet slang from the Japanese I'm not trying here, gamers. I cannot, nope. Which roughly translates to assuming the flesh of a virtual pretty girl. If she's virtual, why should it matter if the person inside is a grown woman, a young girl, or a human being at all? I don't know about that one. This concept became commonplace between the years 2018 and 2020. Really? Huh. Okay. Interesting. Actually, yeah, every time... Whoa, no. No. I'm not gonna comment anymore. I'm already in trouble, I feel. Just the leg hair. That's a lot of leg hair, man. There's like an emphasis on it.
俺はネットでそう教わったぞ。
I also did not know that right click was gonna do that. I don't even know why I right clicked. Did that mean all the customers here were fine with being served by guys? Yeah? Yeah, they look alright. Wait, does anybody else seem out of the ordinary? Just wondering. Nope. That giant-ass mushroom on the left... Actually, all the mushrooms aren't real. Nothing is real here. It's all a facade. What could the secret behind this cafe's popularity possibly be?
ちょっとだけ肉眼で見てみようかな。
I already did.
本気か?
I already
勇気
did.
と万有は違うぞ。
You know, and it's not weird when you think about it that guys actually play games where they actually choose to be a female character. And the reason I usually hear is just because, if you're going to be playing a long-ass game, let's take Final Fantasy XIV or World of Warcraft, for example. You're going to be playing a long-ass game that never seemingly ends. You want your character to look cool, and your, idea of cool may be different than others. So maybe you don't want a big old strong man that you always follow along in your adventures. Maybe you want a cute babe or some shit. That's fine. But then you start interacting with other players and they get the wrong idea that you, a guy playing as a woman character, should also be a woman. But it's commonplace in reality for that not to be true, and you really shouldn't think that either. So, yeah, I guess that kind of applies.
大げさすぎるだろ
Whoopsies. I guess I should trust fucking nothing in this game. This is already a huge hint that I just should not trust anything. And I'll just roll with that. I braced myself and turned off my BMI. Yeah, let's keep that on. Also, what is a BMI? Short for brain-machine interface, sorry, and it refers to technologies that enable digital data to directly influence one's neural network. It allows for both the display of digital data within a person's own vision and connection to the internet, affording real-time linkage to vast amounts of data. The public is still divided on this technology, with its detractors claiming that it's a sign of the coming singularity, that it has adverse effects on the brain, or that it assists and encourages criminal behavior. In 2037, it has an adoption rate as high as 90% among people under 30, and barely above 50% in seniors over 60. It is most commonly used by equipping an electrode piercing on the upper ear and then clipping a device known as a what now? A carrier node to it? Good job, Elon. You know, chips in the brain or whatever, you know, it worked out, see?
OK 把握した
泣くなよ。
泣いてないし未知の世界を知ってちょっとびっくりしただけだし
Remember, guys, those Discord kittens, they're either a guy or somebody underage, and you really should just fucking, you know, back away from the computer for a bit. The employees were actually a bunch of chubby middle-aged men in running shirts tucked into their shorts, and it was a pretty old fit. Their feminine business names were written in a large font on their running shirts, which only brought me closer to tears.
さてと、ミッションについてもう一度確認したいんだが、あとどれぐらいで泣き止む？
なんだよ
すねるな。じゃ、再確認するぞ。ピクトアプリストア、グリッドからの依頼だ。
Alright, what is this? Infiltrate the Concept Cafe Incarnation, access their server, and delete the data of Grid's customers, approximately 40,000.
3日前、約4万人分の顧客データが何者かに盗まれた。アクセスログなどから突き止めたのが、お前が今いるインカーネーションだ。犯人はデータを盗んだ時に、
This is so fucking badass. This is so sick.
データを犯人に利用されるより前に、これを消去するぞ。
The server here was impossible to access from the outside, which only made it more suspicious. That's why I had to get in like this. Honestly, I would have preferred a job with bad guys I could deal with out in the open.
時間だステージが始まったぜ
Oh boy, I can't wait to see what that entails, but we had another tip that popped up here. So PIQT is a pictogram information and quantum technology operation system, or all of that OS, and it is an internet browser OS. In 2037, it is used by a whopping 90% of all internet users. Take that, Chrome. Though originally developed for PC, it is now often presented as an OS for the BMI. Wait, Internet Browser OS? Okay, back up on what I just said. That's a very interesting term. The PIQT OS was created and run by a Japanese programmer. And, oh, there we go. Google bought it out in 2029 for the sum of $460 million, and the acquisition was quite the hot topic at the time. Never fucking mind. Never mind, I guess. Google keeps winning. We knew this cafe held mini concerts every day at 7 p.m. Spotlights lit the stage as 4 beautiful girls came out. One more joined them before long, and she made her entrance from a room further back.
Electra 店長店長愛してる
I could tell from the audience's passion that this manager, Electra, was the most popular one. I didn't want to imagine what the person under that alluring skin really looked like.
シフトに入っている従業員はその5人で全員だ。
I'd come here at this time for exactly this reason, to get access to the empty staff room.
始めるぞ
サポートは任せろ。
Oh, I love this. As everyone was getting hyped for the concert, I made like I was going to the bathroom and snuck into the room further in.
よし潜入した。
ステージの時間はだいたい10分間だ。それまでにデータを見つけてくれ。
Hold on, I want to test something. Oh, nope, that photograph on the locker does not change. Okay.
楽勝。
I was wondering, you know. By now, I was used to jobs that involved sneaking in someplace to steal data. I would check out the cafe's floor plan before coming, and according to that, the server room was behind a door in the staff room. I put my hand on the doorknob, but before I could even check whether it was locked, well, somebody's in there. I quickly backed away from the door.
中に誰かいる。
何？
I almost exposed myself. Was this my cue to turn back?
いや、ここは。
I put my ear to the door. That way I could hear the guys inside.
2人。いや、3人。中にいるやつを特定できるか。
調べてみる。
I left the snooping to Cross and strained my ears to listen.
絶対イブタンですって。異論は認めないっす。だったらお前が勝手に作れよ。イブじゃ売れねえんだよ。マリーだと売り上げ倍だぞ、倍。
Well, this sounds not so legal, whatever this is.
思考がわかんないっすわ。マリーなんてただのギャルキャラじゃないっすか。一般受けするキャラ
Unless they're just talking about weeb shit.
は違うに決まってるだろ。
What were they talking about?
部屋の監視カメラを見つけた。映像を送る。
Oh, yep, it's weeb shit. Or is it? One glance and I knew that they were shady.
従業員の SNS に非番の副店長が店に来てるって書き込みがあるな。木戸って男だ。
Cross sent me a document with his portrait on it. I scanned it and then the faces of the guys in the room. This way, one of my apps could do a side-by-side automatically. Neither of the faces I could make out were Kido's. He had to be the one in the VR goggles.
他の2人も特定よろしく。
わかった。
But why were they working on tablets instead of using their BMI? That's old school. Nobody uses that stuff anymore. There had to be a reason. I saw the tablet screens on the camera feed and noticed that one showed a list of names. That had to be the customer data that we came to delete. The others seemed to show a recording taken with a VR space, or within a VR space. Was Kido seeing the same thing through those ancient goggles? There was a model of a girl lying on a bed, and she had an anime-like face but a photorealistic body, so she looked pretty uncanny. It was like they had taken the body of a real woman and stuck an anime character's face on it. This was probably what they were talking about when they mentioned Eve and Marie. I ran an image search and sure enough got a heap of hits for an anime girl called Marie. They were making bootleg VR porn. I knew it was weeb shit to a degree.
待った。このタブレット有線だぞ。
The cables went up the wall and into a hole in the ceiling.
やっぱ上の階か。冴えてるでしょ、俺。
Now I had some donuts to look forward to. The floor above only looked empty. These guys probably owned it and were using it as a server room.
残り2人も特定した。どっちもインカーネーションのオーナー、共同経営者だ。
Ah, lovely.
盗んだ顧客情報は何に使うつもりなんだろ
う。もしかしたらリストを使って宣伝スパムを送るつもりかもしれない。
That made sense. The data came from an app store after all.
悪質なものだと。クリックしたら強制的に VR 空間に接続してしまうようなものもあるらしい。
What? Damn. Technology's scary nowadays. Which they'd presumably use to steal victims' personal data or extort people for money.
痛い目見せてやろうぜ。サーバーのデータをまるっと吹っ飛ばすんだ。
それは俺たちの仕事には入っていない。顧客情報の流出阻止と消去が優先だ。
それじゃ見て見ぬふりするのかよ。今まさに犯罪が行われてるってのに。
後で警察に通報すればいい。お前がここでリスクを冒して動く必要はない。引くことも大事だ。
Yeah, we're not heroes. We're just, those undertaking a job.
おいおいおい。なあ、クロス。リスクとか引くこととか、そういうのはどうでもよくってさ。俺たちは何者だ？
今話すことか。
俺たちは何者だよ。
Yeah, what are
プロ
we?
のハッカーコンビ。
違うだろう。違わないけど。俺たちは困ってる人を放っておけない将来有望の七七さんたちのチーム、中野シンフォニーズだ。そうだろ。
It was only me and Cross, so it wasn't much of a team, but still.
わかったわかった。付き合ってやるよ。まったく。急に生き生きとし始めるんだからな。
そうこなくっちゃ。
I paid for the drink I hadn't touched and then left the cafe and went straight to the 4th floor. The place seemed empty, but the floor's air conditioning was on. In fact, the place was cold. I missed my jacket.
見つけた。サバだ。
There was a well-camouflaged room at the far end of the place, and the server was waiting for me inside. The hidden room was electromagnetically shielded, so wireless access from outside was off the table. That explained why they were working on ancient wired hardware.
わざわざ出張ってきた甲斐があったな。
Damn, to say that the tablets and what they were using was ancient is it's a little nutty, huh? In the future we go, I suppose. I reached into my pocket and took out my keyboard. It was the super basic type, with only the bare minimum number of keys, so it was small enough to fit into my pocket. Not the fanciest setup, but I could use special combinations to make over 250 different inputs. I had a pouch with extra keys too, so I could slap those on if I had to. This was my secret weapon, honestly, pretty interesting. Kinda nerdy, but interesting. I kept saying I wanted to quit being a hacker, but for now, this was the only way I could fight. Once I established a wired connection between my carrier node and the server, I prepped my keyboard.
タイプスタートだ。
Oh, here we go. We're gonna get a cool ass scene or something? What's gonna pop up? Oh, no, we're just gonna see it all go
早
down.
くしろ。足ついたらまずいだろ。
わかってる。それじゃスパムを一斉送信するぜ。
売れたらドバイあたりで合流しましょうよ。
ドバイなんかもう古いだろ。今は VR 世界に引きこもるのが最高。
Living in the tens. I cannot wait to use that line.
確かに。
It just sounds so weird though.
いいから早くしろって。
ビビんなって。あ？
あれ？
Oh, there it is.
おい、なんか画面が変だ。
俺もっす。バグった。
どうなってる？何のエラーだ？
あ！
こいつはエラーじゃない。誰かにバレたんだ。
誰かって？
同業の誰かだよ。くそ、外からのアクセスは遮断してるはずなのに。おい、回線抜け。
Oh, nice. Look at that.
中野シンフォニーズ？
あからさまに見せつけやがって。おちょくってやがる。
Gotta get the name out there somehow, right? For better or for worse.
データ飛んだ。
マジっすか。
ちっくしょうやられた。全部台無しじゃねえか。
くそ、逃げるぞ。すぐ殺が来る。
Nice. Well, I guess they accomplished their goal there, I suppose. And then some.
これで顧客情報のデータ流出は阻止できたな。依頼主には俺から連絡しておく。
本当はもっとしっかりとっちめてやりたかったのに。
十分すぎることやっただろ。あとは警察に任せておけばいい。
This stuff was probably the tip of their illegal iceberg.
いいフォローだったぜ、クロス。おかげで今回は最高の仕事ができた。
Mr. Robot could never.
そうやってすぐ調子に乗るのがお前のいいところでもあり、悪いところでもある。
おいおい、判断は間違ってなかっただろ。
まあな、いい判断だったよ。ただ、中野シンフォニーズの心情は人前であまり公言するなよ。
お前もそれ決めた時に賛成したじゃんか。
反対とは言ってない。気恥ずかしいだけだ。明日にでもシンフォニーで打ち上げをやろう。じゃあな。
I can see why he would be a little embarrassed by it because, yeah, throwing your name out there with a funny little graphic and everything.
ちょ
Yeah.
っとぐらい気恥ずかしくってもさ、俺はハッカーなんていう日陰に生きる存在じゃなくて、 そういうことをちゃんと口に出して言えるかっこいい存在になりたいんだよ。
I love this style, by the way. I'm just gonna throw that out there. The style so far has been outstanding. I do love how the science adventure titles will always take things in a very unique way. Symphony was an out-of-business retro cafe located inside the Hotel World Hall building in Nakano District 5. It was the inspiration for the name of the team I'd made, Nakano Symphonies. To be honest, I wanted us to leave this decaying building behind and move somewhere more practical. First though, we had to do more jobs and build up our reputation.
でもまあこの調子ならさ、俺たち中野シンフォニーズすぐに世間一般にも認められる存在になるぜ。たった1年でここまでできるようになった。しかも俺たちはまだ若い、将来有望な七七さんだ。未来は無限に広がってる。んでハッカー家業からは足を洗ってまっとうな仕事をしてやるんだ。
まっとうな仕事って具体的には何だ？
それはその
His voice actor is so familiar. Not Pollon's, but Cross's here. I feel like I've heard that voice somewhere before, like recently in an anime or something. I stuffed my cheeks with the cinnamon sugar donut. Then I chugged down some 7-Cup. All right, we're back to the fucking soda, the soda names, you know, or what they're referencing. They have to, you know, alter it slightly. Okay, so Pollon is a 7-Up guy. Then there was Mountain Dew back in Chaos Child. I don't remember what it was in Chaos Head if there was one. Steins Gate is obviously Dr. Pepper. So we're keeping things alive. This truly is a science adventure title. It was my go-to combo.
なんだよ。クロスだって俺と一つしか変わらないのに。それに俺は調子に乗ってるわけじゃない。吐いた言葉は飲み込まない。全部有言実行してみせる。
そうだったな。
だから。
What was he smirking for? I was serious.
でも
Who the hell is Wind? Suddenly, the guy with his head on the counter sat his plump body up and joined our conversation. I thought he was using the BMI VR mode to dive into some digital world like he always did, but apparently he'd been listening to us. His name was Wind Maki. He was a high schooler who dreamed of becoming an information broker. He wasn't part of our team, but he really wanted to be pals with us. That's a weird, like, that's something weird to aspire for, you know? Being an information broker. Isn't that something that you kind of just, like, go for naturally? Not, like, something you dream about? In his words, he wanted to be tight with the Nakano crew. He ended up coming over practically every day without an invite. Most of the time he was here, though, he just hung out with VFF girls and never gave us any useful info. Alright. What does that mean? Social media, we'll get to that, I guess. VFF, short for Virtual Friends Forever, a navigation system focused on interactions with voiced and visualized AR characters. Popular among young people, this BMI app displays characters that freely move within the user's vision and communicate with them while navigating in various ways. The speech, quirks, and functions of the characters can be tuned to some extent. In-app purchases allow the users to acquire limited-time characters and skins. Damn, I won't have to be lonely ever again. And social media, also known as SNS or social networking services. In 2037, the term refers to BMI-based online communities. There are various kinds, with some requiring an invitation, others registration, or maybe something else. Text-centric communities are still going strong as well. Good job, Elon.
高岡くんの熱い気持ちは本気でリスペクトしてるんだけど、マジな話すると、今の高岡くんには大きな弱点があるじゃん。
弱点？
そう。女子のこと苦手すぎ。
そんなことないし。
そんなことあるって。昨日のミッションもひどいもんだったじゃん。
あれは女子じゃなかっただろ。
He's so plump that just moving around moves his fucking loose-ass tie up and down.
でも女子店員だと思ってたでしょ。で、あたふたしてた。あれはプロとしてちょっとどうかと思ったな。クロス君もそう思わなかった？
人には得て増えてがあるからな。
高岡くん、このままじゃ女子とスマートに話せないままだよ。悪いことは言わないから彼女作りなって。作るのはめっちゃ簡単だよ。ずーっともでキャラ買うだけだから。あとは VR にこもってじっくりたっぷり会話しながらチューニング。
I don't know if that's a good idea
こ
though.
れがめっちゃ楽しいんだよ。
I was joking about the you don't have to be alone ever again sort of thing. Like no, talk with real people.
ね。
There's a huge difference between fake and real. Hey yo. Okay.
そういうのあんま人前で言わないでよね。
A girl appeared out of nowhere. She was Win's VFF.
ごめん。でも照れた顔も可愛いよ。ヨミちゃん。
そういうところバカ。
Wow. Okay, never mind. Maybe this is the future.
どうよ高岡
This
くん。
is the future we aspire for.
女子はいいでしょ。
She like a giant ass moth girl or something? What do we got going on there?
お前よくそこまで上から目線で話せるな。読みは AI だろ。
This is basically VTubers becoming fucking real.
AI とリアルは別物とか思ってる人、うわ遅れてる。 AI とリアルは今や同等だよ。触れるでしょ。フリートークもできるでしょ。自治体によっちゃ結婚だって一応できるでしょ。ああ、子供はさすがにガチでは作れないか。残念。まあでもそのうちできるようになるから大丈夫。
I don't think it's gonna be possible. Unless we're getting into some weird territory. Which is a possibility. We got a tip there, by the way. What was that? Oh yeah, AI, short for Artificial Intelligence. AI can refer to anything from control systems with learning ability to programs with human-like thought routines. And the concept has grown beyond the original definition and is still expanding. Of course, it's basically exponential. Oh wait, yeah, if we turn off our shit, she's just not there anymore. Because she's not real. I couldn't keep up with him. This guy was living centuries ahead of us.
実質リアル。そしていつでも会える。何より可愛い。ね、ね。一緒。
知らないっての。
わかんないかな。スマートに女子と話せないとこの先かっこ悪いって。それで本当に困ってる人たちのヒーローになれると思う？
I guess one has to do some strange activities to get used to, I don't know, things that you need to do in real life, such as talk to people. I don't know if that's a good excuse for having to talk to like somebody that doesn't exist, but I don't
なれな
know.
いね。無理無理。
This is complicated. My brain hurts.
有言実行っていうならいつでもどこでも女子を惚れさせるぐらいのトーク力とかスマートさを身につけないと。それで初めてヒーローって言えるんじゃん。今の高岡くんは有言不実行。努力が足りない。
This was big talk from someone whose girlfriend was an AI.
あのな、友達だからって俺を舐めるなよ。俺が女子と話せないみたいに決めつけんな。相手が誰だろうとちゃんと話せる。
そうなの？
Yeah, I'm curious about the girl that we'll eventually meet, the Momo character that we saw in that big ass pink outfit in the beginning. Very curious to see how that's all gonna go down.
そうなの。リアルな彼女っぽい子だっているんだぞ。
Damn, I let my mouth write a check my love life could not cash.
マジで？
And he bought it. Crap.
なになに、そういうことは早く言ってよ。さすが高岡くん。有言実行してたか。すごいや。あと、おめでとう。
Win grabbed my hand tight and shook it up and down. For someone so breezy, he sure was trusting. Cross was smirking. He could tell I was bullshitting. Damn it.
それで相手はどんな子？どんな子なわけ？ヨミちゃんも気になるよね。
リンくん、興奮しすぎ。
するでしょう。高岡くんがこんな話するなんて初めてだから。高岡くん、その子は年下？年上？
I will have to say that despite her, being just very vibrant, I mean, this character does, kind of integrate herself into the conversation a little bit. I don't know, it's weird. It's so weird.
俺とほぼ同い年じゃないかな。
名前は
I was in too deep, and I had no choice but to make something up. Entertainment news? No, for this. Oh, wait, yeah, what do we got here? Mama Lake's peaches are back in... Or Mama Lake, sorry. Mama Lake's peaches are back in season. Aichi Prefecture downpour damage extent unknown. And Mihozaki Sakimoto on her cinematic debut. I was just gonna have to say whatever caught my eye.
そのだからほら
Yeah, that's how we grab the Momo. I can see it right there. It's obvious.
モモ
ももちゃんフルネームは
相崎モモだったかな
What a fucking stretch. My man did it. Squeezed out the name of a girl that didn't even exist.
相崎ももちゃんアイドル並みの美少女ネームじゃん名前だけでマジ可愛いのわかる
Okay, so what keeps on getting me here with these fucking tips is that we all know what an idol is, right? But yep, there's something that is related to the future that changes its definition, which is cool, but it's like, well, now I can't just read along. I'm basically gonna have to check out every tip to be fully like immersed in how everything has changed. In 2037, idol is used to refer to many kinds of performers, including real-life men and women, people who assume different gender presentation or alternate appearances using AR, AR-based AI characters, and virtual idols who only exist in VR. The difference between the real and the virtual world is growing thinner by the day. You got that right. It's scary.
ここに連れてきてよ歓迎パーティーを開こ
無理
うなんで
事情があるんだよ
お事情か
そう事情相手に
どんな
それは
どんな
Man, the bullshitting is real. Oh, breaking granddaughter of Minister of Agriculture, Forestry, and Fisheries. Oh, yep, now you know that's important. Brought home 13 days after eloping. What the fuck?
それは駆け落ちするんだ
God damn it. Well, that all came together, didn't it? Crap, that lousy news ticker appeared at the worst possible time. I just saw the first word I saw. Or I just said the first word I saw.
今なんて
駆け落ちって
あいや
Cross, my man, please don't say nothing. I messed up real bad. That was the worst thing I could have said.
ひょー駆け落ち
But it was too late to take it back. Oh boy. Yeah, technology is fun here. Holy shit. It plays a fun role.
昨日の俺を殴りたいよ
I mean, robotics notes definitely prepared us for technology getting a little, you know, wacky and wild, but damn. This is fun. This is cool, you know? It's like, what else is different, you know? I just want to know, like, what fictional advances have been made in technology and this and that. So that's something to look forward to. Now, I don't think we've gained the ability to use our hacking functionality. Nope, we can't use it. It's on my middle mouse click, just like the Pokecom and robotics notes was. So it's an easy press. I just I can't use it yet. Oh well. At least I don't have a Pokecom that I have to like make sure I check every scene in order to make sure I don't miss out on fucking Twitter, unless I am missing something. So I'm not gonna make this episode too long, even so it's almost a fucking hour. Never mind. I guess it is kind of long. I really got lost in the in this beautiful world here, this beautiful world of terrifying technology advances. But yeah, I'm hooked. I'm curious to see what's going on here for sure. We'll save here. Oh, never fucking mind. I guess, well, where can I save? That's locked. Oh, there we go. I'll save here. Perfect. I guess this is just us starting, and this is us now. So, okay, so we've got 7 pages. I don't know if this has anything to do with the with the... Oh, my dogs are unhappy. I don't know if this has anything to do with the hacking mechanism. I remember seeing something in one of the trailers, and it looked just like this. So I'm like, am I gonna have to be careful with how I save my game? I doubt it. Whoops. Anyways, how do I get out of here? Damn these buttons. Yeah, my dogs are upset. I can hear them outside. Yeah, perfect time to wrap this up then. No, this is all... Oh, God damn it. This is all very interesting. The world, the characters so far. I mean, definitely way too early to tell what's really going to be happening or what's going to go down. We did get a little bit of a glimpse of something that I'm sure will pop up. But no, I'm hyped. I'm definitely on board with whatever is going to come up. I hope you guys are as well. Thank you all for watching this first episode, and if I missed anything, please let me know so I can be ready for episode 2. Similarly to how I kind of fucked up the first episode of Robotics Notes. Well, I didn't mess it up or anything like that, but I wasn't checking my Pokecom like I was supposed to. And I know that the hacking or whatever mechanic is supposed to be something that is really the only other story-altering mechanic that I can think of in this game. I think you can maybe relate it to Steins Gate with when you would want to use the phone wave in order to go back in time or whatever at certain situations, but I don't know enough. What I know is just bits and pieces. Again, try to go in as blind as I could here. But yeah, thank you all for watching. If you enjoyed, be sure to leave a like, subscribe, all that fancy jazz, and I will see you all in the next episode. Take it easy.